That's better. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. And you may feel in it like a pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde communications situations. In there, it's a lot of things going on. Today we're gonna be looking at are we gonna be accepting changes or what? And some of us, it's gonna be throwing the tantrum. Oh, I don't want to change. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be a self-developed. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm the celebrity. We are talking about the moon. It's gonna be going to Leo. It's gonna be opposing pretty much the whole day. Pluto and square and Lilith. So this is kind of like an energy that is going to be talking about that 5-year-old. Yeah. Some of you is going to be acting like that 5-year-old. Don't forget about it that Leo, that is the development from with you, developing of self. This is also a self determination inside of you. You're working on that. This is the self development. I develop my ego, self. So with this energy, as the moon is going to be going there, with that opposition with Pluto, is basically says like this is too hard for me. I'm very hard to change. I don't like this Aquarius energies. I don't know how I'm gonna be doing at this. So you may be gonna be looking at to the new things is gonna comes in, the new situation is gonna come in, but you're gonna be realizing one important things. Okay, even though the clock it's a little bit an opposite of the way the astrology is. Okay, because the astrology goes counterclockwise. In there, you're gonna be seeing it that well, TikTok time is ticking. And with this TikTok time is ticking, the moon is gonna be moving ahead. It's not gonna wait for you. The Age of Aquarius is gonna move ahead. It's not gonna wait for you. And this is gonna be one of the days that transformations, kind of like a pressure, is gonna be put it on you. And the thank God that we have this Mercury at Aries. Thank God we have this beautiful trine that it's going to be with the North Node. It's about where we are going. Are we going to be there on time? So a lot of us are looking at doubting what is going to be, how is going to be. You don't have to doubt. You don't have to. You have to believe in yourself. You see that self belief of that intuition within yourself, that emotions, that vibrations that the moon is gonna come in. You have to see your limitations, which is you're opposing that transformations, and go dive deep. Go dive deep in these waters of Pisces. That's what this picture represents. That water of the Pisces, this ocean that basically you don't see nothing else but water. Go in the middle of the oceans in there on the sea where you don't see no land. Okay, how would you feel like it? Right? It's deep. You're afraid. You fear, but you don't have to fear the changes because the change is going to happen anyway. So with this understanding that the changes is going to be happened anyway, you are what? You're finding your courage, strength inside of yourself, and that moon that it's an Aries is going to come forward. All right? But don't be like the 5-year-old that it's like, no, no, no. You don't know exactly what I'm talking about. Either you've done this if you don't have a kids, or if you have a 5-year-old, oh, you definitely know what I'm talking about. All right? Okay, so let's go through the chart. 7 o'clock in the morning, the rising is going to be communication, Mercury. That's what I'm saying, that you're probably going to feel this energies of breaking down communications. So they're gonna be start. They're gonna be in there, but that energy is very beautiful with the moon. It is about like moon. You have a work to do today. As a midheaven, it's divine energies with the moon, and is it about change? What is it? Well, the moon is at 4 degrees, 18 minutes. Pluto, it's 3 degrees, 7 minutes. So that oppositions, even of the previous hour in there, if you're waking up at 6, all right? You've seen that energies very much, okay? So now you're getting it with this energy. It's Monday morning. You are like, okay, I have to go to work. I gotta get myself ready. I need to get to the things are going. I know I have to know where I'm going. But actually, in the energies levels in there is like, oh, I have to get to my north node. I have to do what am I supposed to doing? What do you mean change right now? I cannot change right now. And without the two energies, those duality energies, you're gonna be fixed either in the one or the other. It's like, okay, I'm gonna be not doing this change. I'm just gonna keep the things the way they are, and I'm not gonna be resolving. Or you're gonna be touching a base within your soul. It's gonna be like, okay, there is a job that I need to do, and we're gonna be finding out next day about it, which is tomorrow. We're gonna find out what is the moon is gonna be up to it, and we're gonna be seeing it. Okay. All right. 8 o'clock midheaven. It's still at Capricorn. It's about these oppositions with the warrior within yourself. You're fighting for the right family, but of course, Chiron is there. This energy is still coming in. The stinks are not healed. Past generations, I don't want to heal. Okay, I want to act of these wounds. I want to be acting on these situations. Ascendant is at Taurus that it squares the moon. It's talking about the material survival, providing. Okay, and I'm the provider. Okay, Taurus. Okay, we know who loves food. Okay, who loves to be by itself, and it's like, okay, I like to have the good food, and I like to be within this, and yeah, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so these positions of those energies can create some intensity, particularly if you're at work. You have to be very mindful in there, but you need to respect the authority. And by doing it, that everything is going to be going what? Smooth, no problems. Okay, no problemos at all. All right, the next hour we are going to be with Pluto. Now the inner work it is opposing the moon, and that is a T squaring Lilith. And Lilith says like, go to the north node. That is your exit. You see, you can go from these Pluto transformations, focus it on adaptive positions within the moon, okay? And you don't want to change it, and you go into a shadow, and then like, oh, I don't like what I see. What do you mean I gotta do a shadow work, Dio? No, 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 no. Something needs to be changed. But when you go to the Pluto, either you're going to be going into Mercury and Venus or the North Node with Neptune, and you're seeing it, what you're supposed to be seeing, or you're going to go back into these emotions and you go back into that shadow, go back to transformation, goes back to the moon, and you're just going to be circling around all day long. And now with that, it's telling you don't circle around, get to work. Okay, since this is going to be at 9 o'clock, you probably gonna be finding a new ways you to do the things that you used to do. All right, innovations at, in you. You're gonna be understand that you have to innovate yourself. Midheaven that it's gonna be at Aquarius, finding the new ways because things has to be changed. It's Aquarius energy. Aquarius, like if I'm standing on one place, that's me. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I am the change. I'm not here to use the same things over and over. I need to learn something new. I need to fit myself with something new. I don't like this. I'm gonna go buy at a store something new to get myself. I need the new. I'm the new, but I need the new. And this is a this beautiful divine energies with Mars in there. We're gonna have very good energies with Jupiter. It's about the growth. Some of you is gonna be finding something new that you want to grow. Okay, you want to grow, but where do you want to grow? You want to grow in the social life. In order you to understand that Jupiter at Gemini, go ahead and monitoring quite a few 3-year-olds when they playing in the sand with the toys or how they socialize through each other. And you're going to learn a lot. Okay? This is one of the 3-year-old is going to be teaching you something. Particularly socializing, how to grow, how to communicate, how to share, how to play together, how to have this cooperativeness. But at the same time, when if you put yourself, the ego in there, it's like, no, this is my toy. I'm not giving you to play. I don't want you to play in the sand. Pushing it out there. You see, that's what we're talking about. You have to grow within this area. And since right now that the Sun in Saturn is squaring Jupiter, you are missing that kind of like a growth within yourself. How you socialize within the others. What is it that within you? How you breathing life? Because guess what? Gemini also represents the lungs. How do you breathe and grow in life? Are you growing in life? Are you? It's a good question for you to answer. All right, 11 o'clock, midheaven going to a Pisces. We're diving deep into the water. We're going to the sea, okay? The ship have left the shore. And now what? More water. Okay, midheaven, it's trining the ascendant that is at Cancer, talking about these family situations. And yet, like, well, I have a situation at home. It's this Mercury, Venus conjunctions right now. And man, I have to reinnovate the way I'm thinking about love. Because what I thought about love is not what it is. And now, right now, that love that I thought is love, but it's not love. It's affecting the family. What should I do? Jupiter from the past hour comes back and it whispers like to communicate and talk. And that's how it is, guys. Okay, it's the wheel of life. Astrology is the wheel of life. Okay, first year you are born, area. Second year you are learning the material world. You're 2-year-old going around learning the material world. 3-year Gemini, learn how to communicate with similar people as you. Gemini, you see someone like you. The fourth year, it's the family. You understand mother, father, brothers, sisters, grandma, grandpa. That's how you learning that. And the 5th year, you're the learning that you have to develop your identity, yourself. Okay, but right now yourself doesn't want to change. It's like, okay, I get this, but I hanging out to this family's energy. All right. Next hour, we have at noon, midheaven, it's going to be the sun. Energy overall, it's going to be good for actions to act in the family. Mars, of course, is there, and the ascendant. Nothing new under the sun. It still have the square with Chiron. It still have things to heal from within itself. But the overall energy is going to be good and great. The moon, it begins to move much forward within Leo, that intense energy of desire not to change, it begins to kind of like becomes thinner and thinner and thinner. So you're gonna beginning to feel this energy of overcoming this obstacle. Is like, I don't want to change because you're grown up right now. You understand you cannot have this childish tantrum behaviors. And there is gonna some people who acting like a children. You already know. You probably have quite a few people around you. They're in their 40s, 50s, or however, and they act as a child. Why? They haven't faced that to grow. They haven't accepted the new reality that they're mature, they're grown up, and so forth with that. All right, 1 o'clock. Midheaven, it's going to be at Aries. Very beautiful energies with the moon. Very the proper energies, beautiful energies between ascendant and the moon. We are talking about this Pisces, Aries, and since the ascendant is at Cancer, a lot of emotions. Yes, we're in the water, okay? We're in the water, but there is this firing moon now, okay? All it needs a little bit, and it's like try to tell some people who have all this, they're trying to explain some emotions and so on, and you go out there and you tell them, hey, grow up. And you're gonna be facing at this fiery moon. It's gonna be like, yeah, right. I need to grow up, but you also have to grow up, learn how to talk. And now with this kind of like energies, is gonna bring this Mars within Cancer. Is like think about these situations, okay? But that is gonna be bringing it to you that you also have to grow. All right. When somebody tells you something for growing up, how do you taking it? All right. How do you taking it? You're gonna take it like when your parents were yelling and screaming at you, "Hey, stop doing this. You need to grow up," and so on. And you're like, "No, I don't." All right. This hour we're talking about the 2 o'clock. The things is gonna come a little bit better. As I said, that opposition with Pluto is gonna become thinner and thinner. Right now we have this beautiful sextile with Jupiter. That cooperations there, it's like, okay, I need to fix that love. I need to communicate on there. I need to revise this. But you're gonna end up at what? Understanding the communications that you also learned that were not proper. And now it's like, okay, I didn't learn how to talk proper because I didn't understand what the love is. So the ball, they have to come back into Pisces. You want to go back and learn something within your spirit, within your psyche. Okay, so it doesn't matter what kind of issues you have. Doesn't be mental or um, energetic or so on. You're gonna be relearning things. So be patient with that. You're gonna be putting into this. It's the proper way, and as long as your moon understands this, God bless your soul. We are gonna be okay. All right. So in the next hour at 3 o'clock, the ascendant shows up. It's like, hey, this is the upcoming energies. It's gonna be a divine energies. You're gonna be putting a very beautiful parts within you within the authority. We'll talk about this. Okay. And now with that particular energies, it's also going to show you're going to be able to heal your wounds. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. Okay? Don't try to be this perfect to heal everything all at once. You're always going to miss something to heal. Okay? But when you're accepting the changes right now, that there's going to be this evolutionary changes from going back, learn it proper, and move forward, we're going to be learning that something would happen in the past. It was not what it was presented to us. And that's why we have this wrong learnings in there. And that's what Venus is like. Go back. Go back the way it was. Okay? All right. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Uranus time. Midheaven is a Taurus. That is about the universe that comes in. It's giving you some things about your survival. Your survival, it depends of your actions and what you think. Boom. Okay? It's depending of what you also know. Are you aware of in your psyche that you have to create an actions and get to work to be a provider so the family can be surviving? Okay? Those are the primary things, guys. Is the same thing. It's the, go back into the tribals mode. Okay? How did how would the humanity value evolve from all this single hunter survival and having a family and surviving in there to the tribe? All of a sudden they decide, well, we're not going to hunt anymore. We're going to be growing up the animals, and then we're going to harvest them. I don't have to go in there to looking at where the tomatoes are. I'm going to be making a garden. I'm going to harvesting the tomatoes. And that's how the farming came in. And since Uranus is a Taurus, innovations and farming. There you go. You innovating your level of providing. Okay? But it has to be in the mind. All right. The next hour at 5 o'clock, the midheaven is gonna be at Gemini. That is the energies of beautiful trines with Pluto. Very, very beautiful energy right there with the inner work. The ascendant, though, from Virgo is gonna be square Jupiter in the midheaven. How can I organize this? But that's maybe is not the right thing. But there maybe is not the right situations in there. We are going at because come on, Gemini, Virgo, duality signs, shadows of a doubt, like it or not, that's their job to determining to distinguish the things, but they have to go through the heck a lot of duality. Make sure that everything is gonna be okay. All right, this is why these duality signs they're looking for the perfections. Well, they understand not everything has to be perfect. Sometimes the things has to be organized in the way they're working on themselves. With who? With the universe. But that's from the previous hour. This is gonna be also the ascendant is gonna be in divine energies with Mercury and Venus, and Mercury is gonna be like, okay, you have shadows of doubts, but you cannot stay all the time of this duality. You gotta make up your mind. You gotta make the call. You gotta make the judgment. It's the same thing with the Gemini. You have to choose your friends. Is this is a friend or a foe? They both start with F. Okay. So seeing it within yourself, you may gonna be putting up to those challenges to determine what is it good for you and what is not, as far as say people, communications, organizations, and finding the things within you. But that's gonna be require what? A change. Okay, a change, a transformation. All right, 6 p.m. The midheaven, it's still at Gemini. Ascendant, it's gonna be at Virgo. We are looking at the Pisces energies, and now the authority in Saturn is like, I don't grow, I don't organize, I am this and the universe says like, no, you're not. You're just freaking out. You're just freaking out. Fix your psyche. Take a look. You have a powerful actions. The universe is supporting you. You have the proper visions that I'm giving it to you. And now you want to tell me because of other people, we're talking about Gemini, you cannot do what you're supposed to. Yes, it takes two to tango, okay? But if the one person doesn't want to tango with you, somebody else will, right? And that's how the Geminis is operating in there. When they get fed up with you, they get fed up with you. And when they fed up with you, oh boy, you're going to know about it. Oh boy, you're really going to know. That expressions of Mercury and Gemini is fast, quick, and no mercy. You know what I'm talking about if you're Gemini. You not worry about other people's feelings. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right. 7 o'clock. Ascendant is going to be at Libra, facing Venus and Mercury. Love situations, family situations, a lot of situations, right? And that's why you have to fix you to create a proper family, to have a great relationships, okay? Because the mirror of self is the relationship. You know, you can be okay with yourself by yourself. You're all right. But when you're with somebody within the relationships, that's going to trigger everything that it's not healed from within you. And it's your responsibility to heal it, not your partner. But that is a good transformation because Pluto's coming in from Aquarius and says, like, here it's the new path. You thought that your partner has to fix you, your partner has to support you, your partner has to do certain things for you. And that's where you failed. And that's what you're going to learn. Venus in Aries, retrograde. I'm going to be remaking it myself. Some of the people are going to be going through those deep emotions, okay? But don't blame Pluto. Don't blame the moon and Leo, okay? Just use that energy to see what you need to be growing from within you. All right. So here is it's 8 o'clock. We are at the inner work of Mars. Beautiful energy, but right now Mars is with the true Lilith in there. And now when the warrior finds the truth and he doesn't like the truth, he's like, oh, AMG. What's happening when you find out the truth, but would you be accepting it? The first moment you want. Particularly when the warrior finds a lies and understands the truth that he's been fighting different things in there, the archetype within you, when you understand that, like, you thought that this is beautiful, good, and great, all of a sudden you find that there is not a good, and great, but you are misled from within. It's your job, or it's a relationship, or it's in the family. You know, the masculine energy where it gets mad that they were misled, that they create family. Well, the person did not want to have a family. Now this Mars is going, brewing at these volcanoes of emotions, right? And that affects what breaks up the relationships. Okay. And that is the truth that it's coming out. But the truth is what? The truth is opposing Venus and Mercury. The wrong thing that you had within you about love in there, it's going to be straightened out. And I believe that with this energy, there is a lot of the people, they're going to be finding out the proper way to have relationships in there. The things is going to be coming in. But don't forget about it. TikTok, okay? Pluto goes back and forward. It's going to send you forward. It's going to send you back, okay? But it doesn't matter. The moon is still going to be going forward. She's never retrograde. Right? She doesn't go back. She's a TikTok. She's going. I have to learn. I have to grow. And she's going around 28 days. And that's how you're facing the same challenges over and over. And 9 o'clock, the midheaven is going into Leo. And this is going to be check time. Did you do it? Have you overcome it? Did you get that? Can you be able to that transformation, see what you learned in there, to go to the transformations? It is about divine relationships in there. Okay. It's all that finger of God that it's pointing out in there. I haven't seen it. Have a look into your shadow. Did you fix in a shadow? How much did you dig it out? Right? And now with that energy, you feel good. You feel great if you done it. If you're not, it's like, oh my God, I should have done this. I should have done that. I could have, should have, would have. Right? Why did I act like this? Why did I act like this? Where did that came from? And now Mars is gonna come and it's like, yeah, I'm looking in the past. Either you carry the wounds from the past relationship or past marriage or your parents' marriage and so on. It's about family environment. All right, well, it's 10 o'clock. Things are calmed down. You figure things out in one way or another. You figure out the energies. You understood what it was the meaning of this. You understood that you have to relearn the law and proper communications. It's going to help you to grow because the moon and the inner work right now at Leo, it is owl. But I have to show up like the grown-ups. You see, at the age of 5, you also begin to copy. Either you copy the one or the other parent, or you copy someone who resonates with you, someone who's giving you attention. And this is why that 5-year development year is responsible for self development. So it's very critical what you been done there. Okay? What have you been done there? All right? Here is divine organization. That's going to be the end. These divine organizations, we talk about those energies of mid-heaven or anything in that positions of beginning of Virgo and the end of Leo. And you're going to be organizing self or organizations with the divine. And that's where the collective energy of that finger of God is going to be going. Pluto and the North Node. They're pointing there. It's kind of like a green light. So if you have Virgo or the last decade of Leo in there, I think that was it after the 25th degree and the first 5 degrees of Virgo, you know what it is. Okay? You understand, you're feeling it. But it's also applied for everybody. What do you have within this 10 degrees? What do you got in there? Where is it that house is falling off? That's going to be telling you what you have to change. That is it, the 7th house, relationships. Is that at the 10th house, your work environment? Is that is at the 12th house, the spirituality? Is that is it the 2nd house, how you're going to make your money? It's all going to be different for you. But still, the divine is coming to help you. And the divine is coming to tell you. Tick tock, tick tock. Time goes. Okay? Because the moon is going to be going there. The moon is going to be a part of that. The moon is going to be understanding this energy. And as we are talking about understanding this energy, tomorrow night we're going to be having it. She's going to be very close. But the day after in the morning, she's going to be at Virgo. How are you going to be organizing? Okay? Are you going to be standing against the universe is the questions. But that's going to be looking at tomorrow. Okay, guys? So that's all I have for you. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your comments. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace love, guys.